Damn, start.
First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building businesses that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics. Stick and move, Javante Davis.
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of Three Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, Faith Overseer.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the Three Man Weave.
What up? We here off the late night.
Nightcap.
You feel me? You feel me? It's a beautiful Friday here with the Three Man Weave podcast. I am your host, AJ. Who I got with me today?
Tide Hill. But Hill gonna heal regardless, baby. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Hey man, we ain't even finna play with him today, dog. Your boy DLaw, man. He came out, signed with I believe it was the Seahawks, right?
Yeah, it was Seahawks.
He came out, signed with the Seahawks, and in his introductory press conference, he had some choice words and basically said, "Hey, it was about time for me to get up out of there because I was never gonna win a championship over there." And you said it yourself. Hey, he lucky Michael Parsons on vacation because when Michael Parsons get back from vacation, he gonna have some things to say. And not shortly after, Michael Parsons has some comments. Being our resident Cowboy fan or recently denounced Cowboy fan. First, I want to get your thoughts on DeMarcus Lawrence's statement. Well, how do you feel about that?
Funny thing about it is a lot of people don't know. They probably have never heard of DeMarcus Lawrence interview before, other than being on Radio Row or something like that. He talks like this on the regular. Like
for sure,
it's a reason why he's not nationally interviewed because like he has sound bites like this, on the regular. So I wasn't really shocked that he said it like that out blunt. And he caught himself. He was like, "Oh man, I said something crazy," but I knew what I know what it was. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Based off the statement, I mean, it's a wild statement because he tried to act like he was never involved with it, like he wasn't on them teams that was losing. Like he hasn't been on the team since 2014 and been a part of all those disappointing playoff losses as well. Like
for sure,
I mean, I know it's been some games that we can say, "Hey man, DLaw showed up. Where was everybody else?" But it's plenty of other games where he was at fault just like everybody else. So to act like it make it seem like, yeah, I'm David Ruffin and y'all the Temptations. Like I'm confused on how he even felt that way or why he would even think that statement. Then on top of that, is Seattle about to make the Super Bowl? Are they contenders?
If you ask me, looks like good old Sam Darnold is leading the way, and I don't think he is the guy to do that. We just seen him take a giant piss in the bed just this season that passed.
Mm-hmm.
Not only was it just like
it was two of the biggest games.
Like the two biggest games of his career.
Yes.
The two biggest games of his career. He played absolutely terrible. And I believe we broke it down on the podcast, but it wasn't like you can just say, "Oh, KOC wasn't helping them out and this and that. It was the
Yeah,
same. It was the same thing that they were doing and they were having success with. And he had open people, and he was just literally holding the ball too long.
taking set. Yeah, we had a whole bunch of not. I don't know if we got to the talk about it publicly, but I know we would kept the stuff that we was listening to, and they was starting to be Sam Donald apologists, and we like, oh
Yeah,
no, we can't go.
absolutely not.
But I want to rewind though, because it's been beef in this locker room between Micah and and DLaw for a while, and I don't think we really knew what the beef was, or the public even knew. Like it's a certain, of course, now it's some certain cowboy content creators and cowboy beat writers and stuff say, yeah, they've been beefing for a long time. We knew about it. Yeah, of course, you will say it now,
Right.
and who's to say yeah, they might have known for a long time. But you can tell, like, we had some departures from the Cowboys. Like, prime example, Jordan Lewis left first. And when Jordan Lewis left, he was congratulated, like, "Hey man, go do your thing in Jacksonville." Like, we fans were hurt that Jordan Lewis left, but we also understood that this is actually his first payday and his
Yeah.
last pay. Well, so go get your money. And we understood. Once we saw the money, we really understood. But
Yeah, for
far as
sure.
far as Cowboys players that's still around, they all congratulated him. Chauncey Golston signs with the Giants, a rival. Still, he's get congratulated. Like, man, go do your thing, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We lose Zach Martin. Everybody congratulates Zach. Not we lose him, but he retired. Of course, he's a Hall of Famer for sure. But everybody
Exactly.
shows him love. DLaw leave, crickets. Matter of fact, it's not crickets. It's actually the whole D line room is like, oh, it's my turn now. Like
Yeah.
Sam Williams is coming out. He in rehab, but he like,
Yeah.
oh, it's my turn. Mike is like, oh yeah, it's my time now, because he's ready to really take on this leadership role, and he cannot take on this leadership role for real, with the old leaders still in place. So they've been ready to get him out. And like I said, we seen Trayvon Diggs make a tweet and delete as well, but it made sense too. It's like, hey, Osa don't even tweet, and Osa popped out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can tell that they really wasn't really feeling him.
Yeah.
And then for him to make this statement, it also, it doubles down on things like, okay, yeah, we really didn't like you then. And on top of
Yeah.
that, bro, we know the rules, though. Like, we can talk about each other, or we can talk about this, but sure enough, can't no outsider come out here and tell me, you know what I'm saying, can't say nothing about it. Like, say, like, prime example, like, we talk about HBCUs. Like, man, look, man, this food terrible, man. You know how they had us living, brother. Our
Hmm.
dorm was crazy. No, okay, that's us having a conversation, and, like, amongst us. Let somebody else come talk about us. Like, bro, y'all was eating like peasants, and they had dorms. Y'all, it looked like y'all was living in jail. Hey, bro, who you talking to?
Hey, you'll get worked up in here.
Yeah, don't ever disrespect my HBCU,
This
bro.
door
Don't,
get
don't
this
say,
door get locked on you, dog.
yeah,
But
like,
nah, I
so we
completely
know the
understand.
rules.
And it's like, hey, if you felt like this, why was you even here? Like, if you felt like this the whole time, why was you even here? And like you said, this wasn't like your first, like, yeah, for sure. And we've seen how money changed people these last couple of weeks. A whole bunch of people had a bunch of demands and requests and wish lists, and then
Hmm.
and then and then that paper hit the table. Them owners said it's on the flow. What
What
you
you gonna
gonna
do?
do? Hey man, you see my ballpoint pen, not the black one, the blue one. You feel me? So it's like, hey man, it's the money. And so to me, D
Must
Law, D Law, hey, that was kind to me that was kind of a whack move, just off the simple fact that why wait to say it now, because you left. And again, you talking about you not gonna win no championships and this and that. You was a part of those teams that didn't win no championships. You
Mhm.
were one of the veterans. I won't necessarily say if he was a leader or not because I'm not 100% tapped in like you, but you were one of the veterans on that team. You were one of the leaders of the defense, at least, because
Mhm.
the defense was one of partially one of the driving forces of that team at certain points. So you talking about doing less tweeting, maybe you can win more championships. Hey fam, I was in high school and you was on this defense. What is we doing? You feel me? Like
Yeah. Whoa,
I was
bro.
in high
No.
school, and then when I got here,
Oh, you talking
I
about Mike?
instantly yeah.
I'm
Michael
about,
was in high school.
I'm
Yeah,
about
no,
to say,
no, no,
oh,
no.
you
I'm
wasn't.
saying
I know. I'm good. I'm good. I'm caught up now. I was like, hold on, what?
Micah was still in high school, and DLaw was on the Cowboys defense. Micah made it through college, got drafted, and as a rookie, instantly became the best player on this defense. He
Took your
was the
spot.
guy. You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing?
The,
How you got animosity?
well, the
You
funny
didn't you
part of
didn't live up to it.
the funny part about his statement was really wasn't towards the players; it was towards the front office.
Yeah.
That's what it really was towards, and it has validity. But at the end of the day, what I say about it, like you can't talk about my guys if you know what I'm saying. If I'm still here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like you said, cool. Once again, I'm sick of Stephen Jones. I'm sick of Jerry Jones. You ain't gonna be able to talk about him, no.
Yeah.
But I can sit here and you know what I'm saying. I can say he one of the worst owners in the league, or something like, or the worst GM in the league. I can say that. You better not. You know what I'm saying. It just goes like that. But I mean, if you break it down, and I know we was confused at first last week when we talked about the Geno trade, and since then they went and signed Sam Darnold, and you can start to see the full picture of what they done now. Yeah, Seattle is in a better place than the Cowboys right now. If you
But it
if
ain't a
you if you want to be,
championship place.
but it doesn't make it doesn't solidify them like they about to be Super Bowl contenders
And you
because
know what? To be quite honest, I truthfully don't know if Seattle is in a better place than the Cowboys. And here's why. They don't have a better quarterback than y'all.
mm-mm.
Y'all wide receiver core, they got JSN, but y'all got CD. I'm taking CD.
They just signed Cooper Cup.
They just signed Cooper Cup, but I need to see how they gonna use Cooper Cup and how Cooper Cup looks away from Sean McVay. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Cooper Cup ain't that, but I do need to see, and he getting older, and they signed to a pretty pretty nice little deal. So I need to see that. And hey, Mike McDonald, your defense got some work.
That defense started to look like it might be on the defense towards the end,
It,
like you said.
it started. I know that, but I'm just saying you still got some work to do because I need to see that consistently. Because I know, trust me, like sometimes those teams, like you start playing like down the stretch, you start playing some teams that's out of it, that's beat up, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
Yeah, you start to look good. I just want to see it consistently to look like it looked with the Ravens, where it was like that was one of the hardest defenses to face. So
as of as of now, though, on paper, that defense is significantly better than the Dallas defense.
yes,
On
for sure.
on, on paper, like you said, you still got a Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, Boye Mafe. They re-signed Ernest Jones. You just add DLaw to this defense. It actually is one of the missing pieces that they needed to actually solidify this defense. Like I say, we already know how we feel about Devin Witherspoon. Like this defense, this defense is looking like a catalyst going. You know how he want to build a team. You know, say they're gonna be the
For sure.
heartbeat of the
For
team. But
sure.
like you said, they have a whole bunch of questions on offense. Like you said, you don't know how Cooper Cup is going to look. Like you already stated, the offensive line is already shaky, especially the interior. Like you say, you got good running backs, but like you say, if the offensive line gonna be shaky, they only as good as as the over line is in front of them. We don't know how Sam Darnold is going to look without Kevin O'Connell, as the offensive coordinator. We only seen Clint Kubiak one season, and we seen how that went. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have a lot to they have a lot more questions on offense for sure. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, in regards to Dallas, Dallas got a lot of questions, man. Like you say, we got
Yeah, for sure.
CD and the Pips. Like you say, the offensive line is you know what I'm saying, is
Yeah, but
it,
it's about to be
it,
CD and Tetairoa McMillan, and
it,
that's gonna be a scary sight.
I hope you're right. You know, like you say, I hope you're right. But like you say, we got questions at offensive line as well, defense, and like you say, we got some things. That, it's only March 14th. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and and
So some
and, and
questions
again,
gonna get answered.
I'm not saying it's like all I'm saying is basically I ain't like don't make like D DLaw
No,
specifically. You can't make it seem like that gap between the Cowboys and the Seahawks is just astronomical. Where you just like, oh, I went to a contender and I'm ready to compete for championships.
what are the Seahawks doing? Are they rebuilding or contending? They are contending.
For what though?
Whatever they was trying to contend with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's it's the same team. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like I say, Gino solidified himself since he became the starter in Seattle, top 10 quarterback. He
For sure.
solidified himself the way he played. But as I was listening to Football 301 today, the original the original Gino is Gino.
Yeah,
Sam Darnold just pulled a Gino.
for sure, for sure.
And
But
and he's younger.
yes, Andy's younger, and but the one thing is, like we said, hey, I believe Sam Darnold was one of my fool's gold picks
Oh,
because
for sure.
it was Sam Darnold with anybody besides KOC. I'm just not certain. And I understand he going to that Clint Kubiak system. Shit, I wanted Clint Kubiak as an offensive coordinator in
So did
Cincinnati,
I.
but that was me wanting Clint Kubiak with Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? That's you wanting Clint Kubiak with Dak
With Dak
Prescott.
Prescott. But at the end of the day, we know what the formula is going to be. It's going to be
For
protect the
sure.
football, play action, run the ball, and rely on this defense. So we
Right.
know the formula isn't going to work because at the end of the day, you're still going to have to score a point. Like I say, we
Exactly.
know
Because
James
we
can.
talked about that. We talked about this. We said, well, you brought it up and you said defensive coaches don't know how to build a roster. And like you said,
They
so
they build a roster exactly like this roster is built
exactly. But
every single time.
when it comes to score, like and like we said, you're gonna have to score points eventually. And to me, with the if they do not rebuild that offensive line and really get that offensive line right, when it comes to crunch time and you got to start throwing the ball again,
We know what Sam Darnold going to do.
we know what Sam Darnold do because when hey, when the Heat get turned up, you gonna revert back to who you was.
Exactly. So I'm not overly confident. So to make let's let Dane know we're not overly confident. Like I say,
For sure, for sure.
I can see the formula what they I can see the picture that they're trying to paint. Is all I'm saying.
You
You know what I'm saying?
you can have them sell the logic to you that they're trying to contend with the moves that they're making, even though they traded away Metcalf and cut Tyler Lockett, because you see that they brought in Cooper Cup. Basically, they're getting cheaper in some places, and they're
Yeah.
using money to kind of spend to get things and elsewhere. They acquired some picks for some of the trades that they made, and so I guarantee you they're going to use those picks to try and get younger in some places as well.
And then let's be honest about their rebuild. Their rebuild was already expedited by Gino's first year.
For sure.
They was never supposed to be that good, like I
Hmm.
said. But they hit on all they picks from the Russell Wilson trade, and they hit on Geno. All of a sudden, this rebuild that they thought they was about to start doing was completely scrapped and expedited off the rip. So that means they think they're gonna really just tear it completely down. They don't have to. They just got to just keep interchangeable pieces. And on top of that, we always complain about people doing the same thing for so long and not trying to. They might have just said, "Hey, look, bro, we seen the best of Gino already, dog. Like, let's try something else."
Yeah, no, and I completely understand. And so my thing is, hey, good luck.
That's it. But like I said, they. I was about to ask you about that too. But let's move on to
Hold on, before we move on, I gotta give a shout out real quick, man. I gotta give a shout out to the Winter Woods Lady Warriors. They just brought home state, just capped off a perfect season, the first women's state title in Winter Woods school history. And I gotta give a shout out to freshman Strawberry Black Muse for dropping 30 in the state championship game. Shout out to the Winter Woods Lady Warriors, and congrats on bringing that state championship back to the city.
that's dope. You gotta clip that, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, you gotta clip that. Shouts out to them, man. Shouts out to them. That's dope. Oh man. So free agency, man.
Free agency. Let's go
We
ahead. Let's go ahead and get to it.
before we get to free agency, man, we might as well, you know how we normally do it, especially during the season. We gotta start off with our teams first. Go ahead and get it out. And I'm definitely not gonna let you go on the whole soapbox, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and get yours off. So, you know what I'm saying? Unless you want me to go first, you know.
Mine's gonna be quick.
So yeah, you can go. Matter of fact, like both of ours are gonna be quick because I'm gonna let you know right now. We do have, since we are doing things in free agency this time around, me and D White will make our return
Yeah.
this Sunday. This Sunday. We thought we were just gonna have to come back and do our mock draft, but we actually doing some things and got something to talk about actually. So Dallas Duo will return Sunday, and we definitely go in full in depth about what we've been doing so far in free agency. So as of now, I mean, it's been some moves that, of course, like I said, I had the wish list. I posted wish list in the group, and it was some players that we wanted first, but we did sign a couple of those players off the wish list. So at that point, you can't complain because you put them on the wish list for a reason, right?
Yep.
So what I'm saying, so was happy about that. Certain moves, I understand why they didn't make, like I say, certain players that got a little bit more than you probably thought, expected. Some deals that could have been, you could have did this deal, you could have done that deal. I get it. It makes perfect sense with your formula, especially with the restructuring you did with Dak and CD contract to, get more money. But overall, they are actually doing what I asked for. So can't really complain. I can nitpick and say I would have did this differently. I would have got this player. I would have gave him this contract. I would have got this. I can do that all day. You know what I'm saying? And it was a reason why I got frustrated. Once again, it's gonna sound crazy, but the Eric Stokes deal took me over the edge at that point.
Yep.
And because that deal was perfect, it aligned with what they do. It's a 1 year deal for $4 million. Like, come on, bro.
I truly saw that deal and felt the same way. I think that we both saw a couple deals that were like, this is what y'all do. Why couldn't y'all do that? And it was both like they were both in positions of need for both of our teams. Because the same way you saw that Eric Stokes deal is the same way I saw it. Because it's like, hey, you got Cam Taylor-Britt, who you benched multiple times in the season, DJ Turner, who coming off of an injury, and Dax Hill, who coming off an injury. You need some corners. Like, try and take a swing for, a high pedigree dude that might actually work out in your system. Like, what are we doing? And it's cheap.
My thing about y'all, and I think I was listening to the Athletic Football Show, and they said, yeah, I know Bengals fans are frustrated because they're not making any moves, but they're actually handling free agency like they're supposed to, based off of the contracts that y'all are working on to do. Like, I get it, it's frustrating for you to see like some of these cheap moves we should have made, some of these moves, but handling business with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and then getting Trey wrapped up is kind of more important than free agency right now. And on top of that, of the philosophy of the new defensive coordinator should fix some of the woes that y'all had with Lou. Just going off the logic, not saying it's true. I'm
I
just saying,
get
but
you.
I'm just going with
I
the game
get you.
plan.
But to me, I think that's a bailout to this front office because to me, it's a business. You know what I mean? When you're running a business, you don't just say, damn, we got to get our marketing up. And then you actually forget about, your logistics department. When you run a business, you have to work and multitask and actually focus on every aspect of your business to make sure that your business runs smoothly. And free agency is a giant part of how you can make your business run smooth. The reason why we made that Super Bowl run in 2001 were some of the free agents that we brought in. You get what I'm saying? And so by just saying, oh, we got to focus on these, contracts, you ain't negotiating them contracts 24/7. You know what I mean? You ain't got these contracts done anyway. And you know what money you have allocated. And you know how close you get to the cap. And a lot of these deals, the framework and structure is there. Like you kind of know, but it's more so you always try to win the deal. So you trying to, nickel and dime people when it comes to guaranteed money and year two guarantees. I guarantee you, most of the time, the number is close. It's the structure of the deal. So, like to me, if you so worried about, oh, we got to make sure that we have this type of money available, why are you giving Mike Gesicki a $7 million year one cap hit on his deal? You know what I mean? Because guess what? If you spread some of that money out and you give Mike Gesicki a 5 year, a $5 million year one cap hit, that 1 year $4 million for Eric Stokes, that's nothing. You get what I'm saying now? So to me, it's like you're so archaic in your dealings.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
why that's why it's like, oh, you gotta wait. No, you don't have to wait. You don't. Because one of the things that, like you said, when you listen to athletic football shows, like, oh, they're playing it right so they can get some of these people's prices down. Hey
That's
man,
that's
some of
that's that is true.
yeah, but some of these dudes that signed, like we said, their price was already down and they could be a solid contributor. And now you're doing that and you're waiting. All you've done basically is running this same team back, but with TJ Slayton. And I'm not saying that that's not a need, but to me, TJ Slayton is a two down player. Yes, you may be able to stop the run a little bit better, possibly, but that's it. Everything else, you just running back. That's not good enough, especially after some of the things that have gone, people that have aged out, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like your second best run defender might have been Mike Hilton, and he gone. Safety's still an issue.
I know we're gonna move on because because what I'm about to say you're not gonna like, but the needs that y'all have, the draft is deep at all those positions that y'all key needs. So
Okay,
you know,
but I'm going to say, you know what
I
I'm
know
going to say,
that's why I didn't want to say it, but
and that because that's fine. Hey, the draft is deep at the positions of need that we need. Cool.
mhm.
But at the positions of need that we need, we ain't average yet. I've also said use free agency to get average. Get average.
That is also
We,
true. But
we
like,
not there.
so other than Eric Stokes, who's another player that that y'all missed out on
You
that you
know
meant
for
that you
sure. Levi owns a Ricky.
you
The,
but we not gonna go back and forth like because we've already had this personal conversation. But the
I'm
thing
going to
about
say
it, but you brought
Kevin
BJ.
Zeitler.
Okay, Kevin Zeitler should have been a no brainer. We thought that. Okay, but it's still other guards available. So go ahead.
So it was Levi Onwuzurike, Kevin Zeitler. Let's see, it was after I saw the deal that Will Fries got. No,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
Patrick McCarr. I was gonna say Patrick McCarry. To me, that should have been someone that you should have took a
targeted.
chance on. Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like with the issues that we got with um the other edge, to me, going after someone like a Leonard Floyd,
Mm-hmm.
A Draymond Jones, stuff like that.
Whoa, Leonard got paid too. Leonard actually got a raise, which
But it's
was
still, but it was still a 1 year deal. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
And to me, those are like, to me, that's some of the things where it's like it's just a 1 year, it's a 1 year flyer to get you to average. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then you move on. Like, because even with the Andre Cisco deal, that was a 1 year deal.
absolutely. I
And so
mean,
it's just and
we gonna get
and
to we gonna
yeah.
get to because I don't want you to start because we got available free agents that we about to get to now and to discuss. But you are kind of now still I'm going to prove my point now. It's still players available to for you to accomplish your goal. For you to accomplish like you didn't name not one player that can't be found now. You feel what I'm saying? Like I get it. Okay, Andre Cisco, you can that's it. You know what I'm saying? But Kevin Zeitler, like, come on now, like it's some more guards still available. Eric Stokes, like, it's a reason why he still signed for 1 year, $4 million, and he had to go to the Raiders. You know what I'm saying?
But the only reason why
His own team still needs corner, and they didn't bring him back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
no, but all I'm saying is the reason why I bring up someone like Eric Stokes is because that's a deal that they normally would do. You know what I'm saying?
who we both wanted that. So I understand your point,
Yeah.
but but like I say, Rasul Douglas is still out there. Kendall Fuller is still out there. Asante Samuel is still out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like we ain't about to sit here. I ain't about to sit here and nitpick and argue with you about Eric Stokes. You know what I'm saying? And we not arguing, but you get but you do get what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
the
But
the plan
all I'm
for
saying is
the plan for y'all can still be your plan that you still want done in free agency can still be executed
for sure.
if it's just frustrating. I do
Yeah.
get it.
The last thing I'll say about it is the reason why it's frustrating is because for some of these signings that they didn't make that I thought that they should have made, I didn't use like my logic. It was
Use their
what
logic.
I used their logic.
Yeah.
So when that doesn't happen, I start to lose faith that they're really going to do anything. So it's like, are we gonna bring it? So are y'all going after these deals get made? Are y'all gonna bring in Brandon Scherf?
That's a possibility because you can think about this because the logic that me and D White said on Dallas Duo about the Cowboys about free agency is we know they're going to be active in free agency because they have to. Now that's bad logic because you know what I'm saying. We know y'all gonna go, like I said, we gotta eat, dog. So we know you're gonna go to the grocery store. Yeah, but are you gonna bring back the right groceries? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna go to Wegmans or are you gonna go to Audi? You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm
You're gonna
saying?
get
Like
50-cent top ramen.
you
Top
but you
ramen
get
being 50 cents is crazy nowadays. Like that shit used to be a quarter.
but you get my point.
Nah, I
Just the
get what
fact that we know you got to go get players is not exciting because we know you got to do something. So at the same time, yes, y'all can go get a Brandon Scherf. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's just like I said,
And on top of that,
they
that's
don't get,
that's who you probably would want anyway. And the more time that he keep not wasting, the price is going down. So like
but
the philosophy, I get it that they haven't given you anything to trust them for. So I get it.
the reason why I'm disappointed is because even if they do get that, like I said, to me, you should be getting two guards and then draft one. Like if you're getting Brandon Scherf, get Brandon Scherf,
Yeah,
get Tevin Jenkins, but then you draft one too,
yeah.
because guess what? Tevin Jenkins has an injury history, and Brandon Scherf is only on a 1 year. I guarantee you're only going to sign Brandon Scherf for a 1 year deal. So you need those things, and that's one of the reasons why, like we talked about it, I wanted someone like Jedrick Wills because hey, tackle guard flexibility. You can kind of bring him in. If he don't work, he can be your swing guy, whatever the case may be. But if you just bring in one guard, Brandon Scherf, and you think that you about to stick Cody Ford, him and Cordell Volson, and a rookie about to battle for the other guard, I do not feel happy and comfortable about that.
When did y'all get Orlando Brown?
He was early.
Was he
Orlando,
last year?
the year before.
He was the year before.
Yeah, he was the year before.
Okay, so when did you get Trent Brown?
Last year.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
You got Trent Brown, and then what did you do?
Drafted Amarius Mims.
All right. So Tevin Jenkins is still available. Brandon Scherf is still available. You mean to tell me that y'all still can't draft Tyler Booker in the first round? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I don't want Tyler Booker in the first round.
I just use him as an example.
But my thing is, I understand we can get one, but I don't want just one guard and then a draft. That's what I'm saying.
But literally, what you just said that you wanted, y'all have done. Y'all like you said, you got Trent Brown last year, and then you immediately get Amarius Mims. Y'all still have both of those players on your team,
right? But I also wanted but Trent Brown coming off of a patella tendon tour.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going off the logic, bro.
But the reason why I was cool with that is because we already had Orlando Brown solidified at the left tackle. That's what I was saying.
I know.
We don't have no guards that I want starting on the roster. That's why I'm saying we need 2 in free agency.
Yeah,
and a rookie. That's all.
And they are still and at the time of this recording, they are still available, my brother.
I know they are. I just know what they about to do. Is all I'm saying.
I noticed your team, but you can't say that because they just did what you wanted them to do They just did this example last year.
Yeah, but they also didn't do what I wanted to do last year when I said, "Hey guys, where's the 3 tech? Where's your swing tackle?"
No. They drafted the 3 tech. Hold on. They drafted the 3 tech last year at Chris Jenkins. They drafted Amarius Mims, who possibly could have been your swing tackle on both sides. We about to move on because it sounds like I'm carrying the water for your front office, and I know your front office is inept. But at some point, bro, they are doing the things that you are saying, though. Like,
in a sense, I get what you're saying, but
that's all. Yeah, of course they're not drafting. They might not draft a particular player that you want, but like you said, they just did. They did what you asked them to do.
And you got to be clear and specific with your wishes. And I really wasn't. Nah, Hendrickson's not gonna get traded before the draft. He ain't causing enough hell if he wants to get traded.
The GM isn't competent in trying to figure out how to pay Chase and Higgins, so they're really not going to make big moves until that happens.
Well, first we don't have a GM, so I guess that spot is filled with incompetence because no one is there. Maybe. Duke
Tobin handles GM responsibilities.
Yeah, but Duke also doesn't do the contracts.
Yeah,
that's Katie and Troy. And
at the same time, like we said, you said it, you explained it. It's incompetence because, like you said, y'all can't do 2 things at once.
Yeah, no, and I 100% get it. Like,
but at the same time, it's frustrating to watch in live time because it's like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Because you don't have to do it this way.
Yeah, exactly. But it can still be done. So at the end of the day, these are your words, and then I'm using against you. If the deal gets done, it's a good business, right?
Yeah.
So if they get the players that you want, is a good plan, pretty much.
Yes.
But I get the frustration. I'm
and,
not carrying the water for the front
I
office.
just want to say I want to end this segment, and we'll get to
Mm-hmm.
the available free agents with this. When we sign these players,
Mm-hmm.
and if the defense ain't good, or something's not good, y'all don't be out here agreeing with these, mainstream media pundits and be coming at me talking about, see, that's why you don't pay, two wide receivers and this and that. Y'all gonna ruin Joe Burrow because everybody was saying, oh, y'all gonna ruin Joe Burrow's career. Y'all not gonna pay these people, not gonna pay these people. The Bengals don't ever pay people. And then the time that they do it, then you're gonna say, oh, that's why you don't pay people. You should have, built this, and this. Nah, don't come back to me with that. All right. I just want
Well,
to say,
you trying to
pick
get
a
ahead of
side.
it because that's exactly what they gonna do. Because nobody in they
Mhm.
not in their right mind, but nobody would build a team this way. They just want to do it. So they just want
Yeah,
y'all to do it, but
they want
nobody
us
else
to
would
do
do
it. So again, don't come at me saying, "Oh, y'all don't know what y'all doing, this, and that." Nah, because y'all was killing us saying, "Oh, why y'all doing this? Y'all don't never pay nobody. Y'all let Jesse Bates go. Y'all let DJ Reader go. That's why y'all team is like this because y'all cheap and y'all don't pay nobody. Even though in free agency we've been paying people. All right, I just want y'all to remember that.
it. I got you, brother. I'm with you. That they should have let T. Higgins walk and draft another receiver with pick 17 or 49.
Okay,
I
but here's my
I
thing.
I I definitely wouldn't have let him walk,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
I definitely would have traded him though if that was the
I would
case.
I would trade him, but I'm not going to let him walk because here's my thing. The same thing I said with every other time we let just someone walk for free. You just created an opening. You had a good player there, and now you created an opening. Guess what? Everybody say, "Oh, y'all draft receivers well, this, and this." We drafted Jermaine Burton. He didn't turn out well. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
every you can miss
and
one.
so but you already had an opening at slot because you let Tyler Boyd walk. Thankfully, Mike Gesicki came in and he basically was, your slot receiver. But now you let T. Higgins walk. You still got all these needs already. And so instead of being able to address your defensive line at 17, which is a giant need, now it's like, damn, we might need to draft a wide receiver at 17, and you may not get someone else that you get someone at 49 and be like, damn, that defensive player that we really wanted was at 17, or vice versa. And you doing that because you chasing needs. It's like it's like throwing a baseball out a window and then getting mad because the window broke. It's like you created that problem. You know that, right?
Yeah,
You
D-Lo.
open this hole.
Yeah, D-Lo.
Yeah. There we go.
Who you want at 17?
See, I want Walter Nolan. I know he ain't gonna be there because he ran a no, I'm not talking about Walter Nolan. Because he put on a great combine. But I was hoping, hey, Armand Membu with that guard tackle flexibility.
Oh yeah.
He's long gone now after the combine. But he would have been perfect because hey, slot him in at guard. Once Orlando Brown move on, possibly, after this season, you kick him out the guard or something like that. And
He
you
the
got
first
two.
offensive lineman. He the first offensive lineman gone.
Yeah, he is because Will Campbell got baby arms. But yeah, so I would take Walter Nolan, Kenneth Grant, um,
Mm, okay.
but I don't know how Kenneth Grant is going to work now that they got Tyler Slayton. But I mean TJ Slayton, but I still would take Kenneth Grant. Um,
What you mean
you
how
know
this
what
gonna work?
you know what's crazy, man? He ain't going to be there, but like, well, I won't bring him up, but I will bring up. I'll bring him up. Shamar Stewart or Mikael Williams. I'm I'm slowly coming around to the thought of fuck it, like trying to just get some high end edge rushers to kind of rush alongside Trey Hendrickson. Because even if so, like say like
Shamar Stewart not gonna be there, so we can stop
Shamar,
talking about.
yeah. So like Mikael Williams,
That's a possibility.
that's a possibility, and I've started to come around to it because even if he's not a high end pass rusher, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he can be the basically the Sam Hubbard 2.0, stopping
That's
the
what I was.
run. You
That's
know
what
what
I
I'm
was gonna
saying?
say.
If you could be that, the Sam Hubbard 2.0, and then you get a couple cleanup sacks here, that's better than what we've been getting like the last 2 years. You get what I'm saying?
I believe he got more upside than
And
to be called a Black Sam Hubbard. To be
no,
quite
no,
honest,
all,
no,
all,
I know the
all,
role. I know the role that he had.
I'm saying if that's his baseline and and then he develops into the pass rusher, cool. But if he just comes in and is a good run stopper and can cause a little bit of havoc, and he just not like, oh, we can just attack him. He can set the edge and all that. That's a
You know,
boost.
you know who he is, right?
Who?
He DLaw.
DLaw? Yeah, I could, but I can respect that,
I know,
especially like, and again, if we can get like,
the same production that you got from when before Sam fell off,
right
the
before them
production.
injuries start kicking his
Yeah,
ass.
the production that he was giving you was good enough. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I know you wanted more because, like I said, you always strive for more. But the production that he gave you on the other side was good enough. You know what I'm saying? You get a Makai, you know what I'm saying? Williams over there, he has the upside to become that what you wanted Sam to become. You know what I'm saying?
right.
He has that upside, like you said. But I do think his floor is DeMarcus Lawrence. Like, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
like if Mikael Williams could end up getting, if he could be like a 7-8 stack player
Mm-hmm.
a season, like I'm cool because like Sam Hubbard's career high in sacks I think is like 9 or something, like 8 or 9, and then outside of that it was either like 7, 6. Matter of fact, let's look it up. Yep. So he went 6 sacks, 8.5 sacks, 2 sacks, 7.5, 6.5, 6, 2.
See what I'm saying? Like those 6 and 7s and 8s is like is actually legit for because he was giving you top tier run stopping too. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
like you said, but like he has the upside and stuff. I like that for y'all. Like you said.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to because he's the target for the Cowboys as well. I wouldn't like it at 12 for my team because I
Yeah.
have other
Right.
needs before that.
That's like if like no quarterback goes off the board and everybody just start taking like the position players.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, damn, how did we get here to Michael Williams
yeah.
already? But nah. And I one more player I think we might probably have had both our teams paired to as well. I'm starting to come around on, and that's Jahdae Barron.
Oh, for sure.
Because I didn't like him at first because I felt like the Bengals would feel pressure to put him at outside corner. I think he can do it, but I don't necessarily want him at outside corner. To me, I would want him as like my nickel, or a safety, and I think that's where he would be better served.
Y'all got thresholds?
We do,
Oh, y'all not drafting them?
I know,
Yeah,
but like, yeah, like we got thresholds, and so that's
yeah.
why I was like, when
That's why my team that.
when we get when we get not when we get associated with players, so I'll be like, nah, we ain't getting him.
Yeah.
Like when who was it? I think it was Nakobe Dean or something like that.
Oh,
I was like, we're not drafting him. He too light.
yeah.
And
But
guess what? They didn't.
they
They
did.
went and drafted Miles Murphy.
The thing about Jahdae Barron is he kind of reminds you of Trent McDuffie
Yeah.
because as we seen this year, Trent McDuffie can play outside, but
It's
he is
just
better in the slot. Like
yeah. When he gets outside, it's like well, you can kind of get exposed a little bit.
we see Mac Hollins take you up top, like
Right.
in the playoff. Like, hold on, you got beat by Mac Hollins? Like, oh no. But we've actually seen you strap before, like in the strap.
Right.
Like when they playing him to his strength, like he playing outside some, but he's moving into the slot. You know what I'm saying? He's not primarily just outside. You know, he can get exposed at times, but like I said, he playing outside or he's moving inside primarily. You know, being flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Trent McDuffie is all pro. Like what I'm saying,
For sure. For
which we
sure.
see, and I believe Johnny Barrett has those so similar traits. Like I believe he can play outside, and I believe he'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? But to get the best out of him, pause, move him around, keep him in the slot. He be
And that's another reason why I felt like it could be a possibility just if they identify him as a slot kind of a nickel type corner because of what they had in Mike Hilton. They when they signed him, they kind of moved off of them thresholds because what he did, his aggressiveness in the run game, how he played. But also it's going to be interesting to see what Al Golden is going to want.
yeah.
Yep. And his defenders.
What you gonna do? We gonna wrap this up, or we gonna go to these?
We can run through some of these real quick.
All right, let's get it.
All right. So let's get to some of these available free agents. So right now, the top free agent money wise is
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers, but we still got some players. And this is also going money. So it's like you see a lot of these guys who have a name. I think some of the more valuable ones will kind of come down a little bit later. So it's like these top Keenan Allen still may have a little something, but to me, it's like I'm starting it kind of like at Amari Cooper and then Brandon Scherf.
you
I like
you
I like No Boom.
you confuse me. You just said you think Keenan Allen still got something, and then you say you don't know if Keenan Allen still got something. That what you said,
A look, yeah,
and then you just bypass Amari. You know what I'm saying? It's so telling that the Bills did not go back and get Amari. They actually chose to go get Josh Palmer instead of Amari.
but I
You know what I'm
think
saying?
I think Amari and Josh Palmer are kind of different receivers. I think
They are.
the yeah, and having Amari kind of goes like it's like almost like it goes against how you would build your receiver room. It's like having Khalil Shakur, having Amari Cooper, and then Keon Coleman, who isn't a field stretcher. Josh Palmer can get down the field a little bit, and so I think kind of keeping Khalil Shakur because he's younger, I think is why they didn't kind of keep Amari Cooper because you kind of had people that operate in that same space as Amari Cooper. That's why I think the Bills didn't go back and get Amari Cooper, even though they had a need. That's
He
just
did.
me.
I think that's he. As great as a route runner he is, he don't really operate out the slot like we think he should be. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no. I'm not saying necessarily operating out of the slot, but I think I just say operating some of that same space because again, like I said, with Keon Coleman is more of like
Yeah, 50-50 ball.
he's 50-50 ball, but then it's like he's either going straight, coming back, or cutting across. You know what I'm saying? It's not a whole bunch of you know nuance in his routes and stuff like that, but he kind of is closer to the line of scrimmage and but on the outside. And so I think those are the same things. It's like we already kind of got that receiver in Keon and we want to make space for him. And we already have Khalil Shakur. So it's like we're not really about to move him in the slot. We're not really about to kind of use him as our possession guy. Let's get a field stretcher and Josh Palmer and see what we can do with that.
Funny thing about Josh Palmer being a field stretcher is he's a field stretcher because of his route running. Like 'cause it ain't really like he's technically not a burner, but we cannot tell because he was a deep threat for primarily for Herbert. Let's move
Yeah,
on though. And some of
yeah.
these dudes is crazy. On wait, not crazy. Cam Robinson, he
Nah.
for teams that need left tackle though, I don't really, you know, like prime example, right? The Chiefs went and got a backup. You know, I still don't know what they're gonna do, but all right, trust out to them.
I don't know if they trying to let Kingsley get some burn or they just gonna
Hey,
draft and let them compete.
for
But
what I'm hearing, boy, Kingsley might be moving in guard.
yeah,
Like
it ain't looking too pretty for Kingsley.
Marcus Williams, man, I had to fall off, bro. I don't know what happened to him.
The fall off was
Crazy.
crazy.
Like
I
nope bloom. I don't know why he like for teams
yeah,
that
I'm
obviously need linemen, bro. Like
it's so many teams that need tackles, and I'm just shocked that some of these players are out here like you said, no boom is crazy to me. I think
so
where is
Darius
he at?
Smith, I think they were saying he might figure out some things and go back to Detroit.
To me,
Uh,
that would make sense, to be quite
it
honest.
it does. He definitely handled business when he got there. Um, CJ Mosley just getting released. Um, like say like he probably Sim getting released and then like pretty much free agency almost over. He may wait till after the draft or closer to the draft,
Yeah,
especially
just
with especially with this being a down year for linebackers.
yeah,
He gonna be all right. Um,
because somebody gonna get desperate. I like
Jeff
to me,
Okuda.
I like it. I would I would take a chance every single season that Jeff Okuda done got released. I'd be like, man, hey, take a chance.
I said too. He was on the wish list as well,
Hey, take a
but
chance.
my team already didn't trade it for another former
Ky-
first round pick. So
Kyer Elam, yeah,
I want Kendall Fuller like on my
yeah,
team. So
yeah,
like
for sure. And I'm also looking at Juan Thornhill.
I was
I
about to
would
say that we
like,
what we what we I'm continue. I'm I'm not cutting you off. I'm just talking out loud. I'm sorry.
yeah, nah. So I definitely
What we
would be
doing
looking.
with Justin Simmons, dog? Like what's up?
I actually missed him, but the only reason why I did that because he was 31. But to me, you got to give it a shot.
I mean, he didn't have a bad year for Atlanta. It's just the fact that Atlanta didn't have no pass rush, so like the secondary
Yeah,
couldn't do like they can't cover forever, dog. But like I said, he wasn't he he wasn't ass. Like I don't know what to do, but obviously he did this last year with his agent and took forever. So I thought the Cowboys were gonna get DeMarcus Walker, but I mean we don't
yeah,
former Eberflus, but I mean we don't get he's still time. So Rasul Douglas right here, Tyron Smith, bro, go retire, dog. Like
yeah. But what I was gonna say, Justin Simmons, to me, I
mhm.
don't know why the Bills not on the phone with him because you had DeMar Hamlin out there getting burned. So to me is you got I think it's what you still bringing back Taylor Rapp. So go get
Rap
just
that
go.
Rap they'll be doing this thing for them.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. So it's just Taylor Rapp. So it's like
Yeah. Go get
go get
somebody
Justin
else.
Simmons. Yeah, go get Justin Simmons to help Taylor Rapp, and you have some interchangeable pieces back there on the back end of your defense.
But the thing, but not the Cowboy. The Chief let Justin Reed go. Like,
Yeah, he should to me he should have suitors. Justin
yes,
Simmons
that's what.
and Juan Thornhill, to be quite honest.
Like, what does he do? But like I said, he did this last year. Like, he took forever to sign last year. Like, what are you really looking for? Because that obviously these long term deals is not here yet.
Yeah,
But yeah, Juan Thornhill too. Like you said, I already said Rasul Douglas. Gerald Everett. Certain teams.
yeah.
Like I say, Mike Hilton, yeah, Isaiah
This is
Simmons,
another one I would just take a flyer on. Like, just see. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
yeah.
see. Like, shit, even CJ Henderson. Like, just
Nah,
see.
we saw, we saw,
We
we've
did.
seen, and
We've
we've
seen.
seen. Yeah,
But to me, you still young. Just like
No, no, no,
that
no,
could
no, no.
that could be one of them. It just be one of them tries, man. Just one of them tries.
They tried.
Here, here's
Many
here's
have tried.
here's my dog, Jedrick Wills.
It's no excuse for him. I like saying, unless he's looking for something in particular, it's no excuse for him to be here right now. Like,
So the reason why I'm hopeful is because our new offensive line coach
mm-hmm.
coached him,
Coaching. Yeah.
and so I'm like, but also maybe he feel like I didn't develop under you, so no, I'm not finna sign with you. But who knows?
I mean, but y'all
Uh,
don't need a right. Y'all don't need a right tackle though. Like,
I know we don't, but I'm just to me, he can like he wasn't the best left tackle,
I know.
of course, but
Yes.
again,
No. Mm-hmm.
but to me, it's like at least he has the ability to kick out at tackle in the event that someone goes down. Hey, Amarius Mims has an injury history. He, had to leave a couple games last year and miss some time. Orlando Brown has gotten banged up over the last couple of years. So that's all I'm saying. It's just having somebody that, not only can be your swing tackle, but could possibly give you something at guard. That's all I'm saying. Same reason why I want one of these, tackles in the draft that everybody talking about moving to guard, because guess what? We still need we need tackle help. Like, I know not tackle help, but tackle depth. But we
Yeah.
need a starting guard. So it's like, hey, Cody Ford can come in at guard in a pinch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't have nobody that can come in at tackle in a pinch. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about like Jedrick Wills and stuff like that. And so let's see who else we got here. Some of these dudes just need to retire. Will
Yes.
Hernandez out here still.
I thought he could be a no-brainer with the Cowboys. So
Yeah. I don't know why.
I mean, he got injured last year. I think he only played 4 games, so he's going to come. He's going to be dirt cheap regardless. So,
Yeah,
so obviously, I don't know if the phone not ringing, or or he's waiting on something in particular. But like I said, that's another guard that y'all can just pick up. Like I say, Ronald Darby. I would definitely take a fly on him. For my team, because I'm waiting on Diggins to come back. Same
yeah.
for y'all. Y'all can actually just use him as a depth piece. EJ Speed, I thought he could be a player for us, but we went got the other route. So it's a lot.
Yeah, I thought about AJ Speed too, because I know they don't think Oren Burks gonna start.
He should, but he should be in. He
So the reason why I don't even be counting like Oren Burks as a free agent signing is because he was signed to replace Akeem Davis-Gaither, who signed with the Cardinals. So basically, Akeem Davis-Gaither was like our special teams linebacker, basically. So
all right, cool.
he got signed to replace him and be that depth piece. But
Yeah, I need to be talking to Julian Blackman and Jordan Fuller, both of them on this list. Yeah, I need to be hollering at.
like it's a lot of these dudes that's like, especially like as we get further and further down, it's just like, hey, give it a shot. Like Willie Gay, shit, something, try.
Quandre Diggs for y'all. Like,
Yeah, it's so many players that they could.
shit, hey, DeMonte KZ.
You see what I'm saying? Like all of these, like,
I thought he signed with the Eagles already.
what'd you say?
I thought Mekhi Becton signed with the Eagles.
No, I don't think he signed yet, because there was some rumors at first. It was like, oh, it might have been the Saints, and then he might have gone back with the Eagles.
I mean, that's what I meant. I meant the Saints. The Saints.
Yeah, nah, I don't believe it went through.
Yeah, everybody else on here.
After this, these might be dudes that get picked up at camp.
Lucky Fotu was on my list. They said Dalton Risner was ass last year, but y'all could use him.
I wanted Dalton Risner the year before.
I know. So perfect time to go get him.
Yeah.
Y'all should call it. Y'all should call Nick Chubb too. Be quite honest.
Yeah. But we just brought back Samaje, so
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like you said, Tevin Jenkins is still there. Like you said, Elijah
bro,
Moore.
I don't know how
Like,
many times I can say it. Just bring in Calais Campbell.
yeah, everybody, we always saying that.
Like, just bring in Calais
But
Campbell, dog.
Derek Nyandy is right there. Vontae Maddox for y'all. But
Yeah.
why not? You know,
Just that.
Brian. I don't know about Chuck Clark, but
Nah, keep Chuck Clark away from me.
Isaiah Wynn for y'all. He definitely got position flex guard and tackle.
Remember what I was saying when he was leaving, when he got released with Tennessee. I'm like, hey, go try. I've said this before. Hey, Asante Samuel.
Samuel, come on, bro.
Like, come on, man. Like, I just don't understand it. Yeah.
But that's what
Man.
we say. Like, but think about all these dudes that we just named, and I named a couple for y'all.
Yeah. No, it's
And
dudes out here, but you know,
what is Aziz Ansari doing?
I don't know.
Come on, man. So like I said, we just went through this whole list for it's, and we still going. Once again, it's so many players on this list that can fulfill that plan that you want.
For sure.
So, you know what I'm saying? So reports that y'all could use Chubb.
Yeah.
Y'all could use Chubb.
Get a big body. He'll take some of them goal line carries.
Is Simmons asking price too high?
It better not.
It can't be.
Yeah.
It can't be. Sometimes we do the hold up with some of these dudes be like they be wanting long term stability that's not being offered.
Yeah.
Like dudes be wanting multi-year deals and thinking it's going to matriculate and it's not. Like sometimes you really do have to just take a 1 year deal, man. Like
yeah, and again, sometimes it ain't nothing wrong with the prove a deal if you got shit that you got left to prove. Like like sometimes the deal ain't there. Like just go hoop.
Like I said, I'm surprised about Elijah Moore too. He got carried the issues and but it's teams that need receivers. Like you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, for sure.
Like prime example, the Saints. And if Kellen Moore goes back to his original playbook, he definitely needs a slot receiver. You know what I'm saying? And he can actually utilize them, actually to his full capabilities. Like you said, it's players out here, man. At this point, NFL free agency does move fast. Like we see the first couple of days, and a lot of teams get active, but we do gotta remember it's only been the first week.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's still March, so we still got the rest of March to figure this out. But when the closer we get to the draft, and these dudes are not signed, they purposely are not going to sign then because they want to wait till after the draft because teams may not get the people that they need, and they definitely want to get get ready for the camp. So it's still plenty of dudes to get active, man. Like
yeah, for sure.
I know it's frustrating and discouraging for sure, but y'all got bigger fish to fry, and y'all need to fry that fish first.
Yeah, but them grits better be ready soon too.
Hey, grits is instant.
Nah, these ain't the instant grits. These ain't the Quaker joints.
Hey.
I want stone rolled grits.
Hey, they still put them on the stove.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
It ain't gonna take that long.
Bet not.
Yeah, man. What episode was this? Something, man.
I ain't even add it because I forgot to go look back, but I'm gonna add it in post production.
Y'all catch us on all major podcast platforms. 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _ You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. I'm Hill. That's AJ. Some of y'all the 4s and some of y'all the Fab 5. And we out.
Yeah.